Hey guys, this magic I'm showing you today is really amazing. It's a really cool mind reading card trick that isn't too hard to do, okay? There are some sleight of hand movements, but I think if you just practice it a little bit, you'll be able to do it, okay? By the way, we did hit 25 subs, which is really amazing. We got it way faster than I thought we would. It only took 3 days to get 10 more subs, which I know isn't a lot, but when you only have 25 subs, that's like, 3/5 or 2/5 of your whole subscriber count. Anyways, so let's get on to the trick. This trick actually fooled Shimlim, and I saw it performed by Spidey Hypnosis, so be sure to check out the real video of that afterwards, but this trick right now is the one I'm going to be showing. So your spectator can shuffle the deck. There is no setup whatsoever. Once they're done shuffling the deck, I'm just going to show them a series of cards, and they just have to think of one of them. In this case, I will put it on the screen so that you guys are all thinking of the same one. So they can think of this one, this one, this one, this one, this one, this one. Alright, it doesn't matter. But in this case, I do have one of them showing on the screen, again, since you can't all think of the same one. Now that your spectator is thinking of one of the cards, this trick isn't normal, okay? So most times the spectator has you take out a card and they have you memorize it, doesn't matter. But this trick is different, okay? Because you're thinking of a card, which is like way harder, okay? Because I can't control your card, I can't do all that stuff. All right? So I'm just gonna go through the bottom of the deck or somewhere, just go through the deck, okay? We'll start at the bottom, all right? And I just want you to get a second image of your card if you see it within the range that I show you. So just go through the deck, some parts of the deck, and just show you, and then I will say, have you seen your card yet? And in this case, they say no. Okay? Now, at this point, I still have no clue what your card is, okay? But, you know what? This is probably the point where I should probably just take a guess, out of the blue. So, I'm going to go through the cards, and I'm just going to stop. Again, I don't know what your card is. There's no way of me knowing. Well, and especially this would be more, real if I was doing it to an actual person. But in this case, I'm not. So I won't know. Okay, you know what? I think I'm going to stop there. This is the first time that I want to ask my spectator what their card was. And they say 10 of clubs. And if I snap my fingers, the 10 of clubs is the first card on top that I stopped at. That is the trick, and if you guys enjoyed it, stick around for the tutorial. Alright guys, so hopefully you enjoyed that trick. There is different outcomes to that trick. That was just one of them. But there is no setup, by the way, because they can think of any card that they wish. So you can shuffle the deck, but preferably let them shuffle it so they know that there's no setup. Okay. Now, what you're going to do is you're going to show them the top 6 cards. In this case, let's say they think of, let's do this card, okay? The King of Spades, okay? So that's the 5th card. You won't know it, though. And show them that one. So in this case, I say the thing of the King of Spades. Again, I'll put it on the screen so you remember it. Now, what you're going to do is, and a lot of times, there's different ways you can do it. You got to be more slight with it. But you can hold a break on the top 3 cards. Thumb break, pinky break, doesn't matter. Just the top 3 cards, options 1, 2, and 3. It's hard to show it from this angle, but you have to get, I prefer a thumb break if I do a break at all. Kind of just hold it like that, but you actually have a little bit of a break with your thumb. And then what you can do is you can just then hold it like this, okay, like that. Not obviously that's over exaggerated, but and then you just cut the deck up like that, and get it on top, and then cut it back down, and you just brought these 3 cards down to the bottom. That's one way you can do it. Or you can just, kind of just go through and just kind of bring it to the bottom like that. Very quick. There's many ways you can get the cards to the bottom. And just try to get the 3 cards to the bottom in any way you know. Now, when you go through the deck and you say, normally most tricks, have you take out a card. But in this case, we're making you think of one. What you're doing there is you're putting the card on the bottom so that there are 3 cards in case it's one of their ones they're thinking of. Just so that it's not exactly on the bottom, you want a random card on the bottom, okay? And again, you don't have to do that, but you need to find some way to do that, okay? Then what you're gonna do is now you know that 3 of the choices are right here, okay? In this case, we have the ace of diamonds, the 3 of diamonds, and the 2 of diamonds. Actually, that's kind of weird. And then we have the jack of spades, the king of spades, and the jack of clubs on the top. In this case, remember, we're thinking of the king of spades, but I wouldn't know that in the trick. All right, now you're gonna, when you show them through the bottom of the deck like this, you're just gonna go through. Now here's a really important question to ask. So once you've gone through for a while, so let's say about right here, you're gonna ask, have you seen your card yet? If they say yes, this is what you've been doing already, okay? What you're doing is when you're going through the deck, once you get through 7 cards, so like this, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, like that, you're just gonna kind of hold it like that. And if they say yes, you're just gonna bring those cards to the top very quickly. Okay, and in the performance side, they said no as well, and so that's the case in this tutorial as well. So they say no, so then you just don't worry about it. But now now you know that the 3 cards that they now have to choose from, that they chose from, because there's only 3 options left, are on the top. Okay, now you're just gonna have to find some way to get 3 cards put on top of it. Okay, you can go like this. I say, okay, so now I know that your card is somewhere in the deck. Okay, that was terrible. I was kind of looking at, okay, that wasn't even 3 cards, but what you can do is you just find some way to get 3 cards and be like, okay, so, and then you just kind of bring it up like that. Or there's many other ways you can do the same cut thing where, you know, you cut the deck and then you do it again. All right, there's many different ways. Just find some force to get the 3 cards at the top. All right. And then what you're going to do is when you're going through the deck, you know, these first 3 cards aren't theirs. But once you get to the 4th card, this could be their option, one of their options, okay? So in this case, it's the jack of spades. What you're going to do is when you're taking it, you're just going to be taking a peek at it, and then you're going to get a thumb break, just like this. You can't really tell, okay? And that's good. You don't want them to be able to tell it, but they have a thumb break. But if you look at, okay, and that's a little over-exaggerated again, but there is a little break in there that you hold it with your thumb just like this. Okay, I'll show you a little bit more. It's like right in there. Okay. Now, once you have this thumb break, this is the 4th option, okay? Then when you take the 5th card, you're going to take a peek at it as well. In this case, this is their card, okay? So you're going to take it and you're just going to put it on top like that, okay? And you're going to say, okay, I'm going to stop there. You're going to stop at the 5th card. And this is where it depends on what card they say. So if they said the jack of spades, you'd be like, and the card I stopped at was the jack of spades. In this case, this is a double lift, okay? There's the king of spades right behind it. And that's the importance of having a thumb break like that, okay? And again, this is over-exaggerated just so you can see it, but it'd be something more like this, okay? And you're going to be holding it like that, okay? And so you flip it over and you show them it, and you say that's the trick. Okay, again, don't flash the card behind it. If they say the king of spades, then you don't need the thumb break anymore. You show them the card that you stopped at was the king of spades. In this case, tutorial it was, and then you'd be like, yay, we got it right. And if it was a card you haven't heard yet, then you know it's this one right here. In this case, it'd be the jack of clubs. And that's the card that was sitting on top of the deck where you stopped at. So in any of those 3 situations, it will work. Again, double lifts aren't too hard when you hold a thumb break. It does take some practice, but it gets easier. The hardest part's probably getting the 3 cards onto the top. Okay, there's many ways you can do it. But, yeah, so I hope you guys enjoyed that trick. Again, make sure to subscribe, support the channel, and, yeah, have a good rest of your day.